wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Coming up is a rematch of Super Bowl 55, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Right to the air is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And this will be a game of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance, rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Mahomes with the throw. It's caught by Rice. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Butker and kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And fights through one man. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, that will get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. When you look at this defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start to drive with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Gone. Had his his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Right on that red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as well.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove so he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back, even with just 1 throw.
At the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hooks it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the screen.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jamien Sherwood there to make the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
7-7, our score after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling fighting through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. handoff now for Pacheco. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored it.
Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The offense staying out. 4th and 2. They run for it with Breida. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game. So, this is taken in. It's complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Goff throwing again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, Goff. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Now the try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing. So wisely just gets rid of it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Kansas City.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Bucker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And some space here. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better. And maybe
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. To the 22-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
17, incomplete. Coverage defensively by Trent McDuffie.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. To throw is Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Throwing again is Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Third and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing on third, Goff. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 79 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Pacheco once more, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Brought down at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation. I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Chiefs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take